oldest cheetahs, who goes by the name of Chi. So Chi and her sisters actually helped us open this area back in 2011. That means she is 13 years old. To give you all an idea, we typically see a life expectancy range of 7 to 9 years out in Africa. But of course, at a managed care facility like here at Busch Gardens, we can see all of our animals' ages, double, triple, quadruple even. So although Chi is 13 years old, I love to say that age is just a number for Chi. She is a rock star runner, and she has been running with us now for about 12 years. And you did hear me correctly. She did have to learn how to run with us here at Busch Gardens. So just like humans aren't born knowing how to walk, cheetahs aren't born knowing how to run. So how do you train a cheetah how to run? You'll see a couple of my coworkers behind me starting our run setup. Marina and Josh are taking a long green string down the length of our track here, and they're going to be putting it through our removable pulleys that are already in place from our 11:30 presentation. Those removable pulleys, though, are what make our run setup here really fun and unique, because we're able to do a different track pattern every single day if we would like. So say, for example, we wanted to work on Chi's reaction time. We could do a zigzag pattern or a lightning bolt pattern down this track. Say we want to work on her turns. We could set up those pulleys around this big oak tree here, or even around the big rock on that end. But most often when you stop by our presentation times, you will see we tend to do a down and back pattern, because this is the absolute best way to see the acceleration and top speed of our cheetahs, which is what you're all here for today. Does anyone know the top speed of a cheetah? Shout out nice and loud if you know it. 65, 70, 80. That is a very specific number, 38 miles per hour. So you're all in that range. We typically like to give them a maximum of 60 to 70 miles per hour, but they do tend to average anywhere from 30 to 50 miles per hour on their coasting speed. But then they hit that 60 to 70 the last little bit of their run when they're heading after their prey. And we have seen those very top speeds out here on this habitat with Chi's sister Nave. She was clocked out here going 64 miles per hour. So I'm sure Chi will have some of that speed in her for you all today. So once that green string is through the pulleys, they've now taken it all the way back to the left side of our habitat where our machine setup has now been revealed. It's a really simple machine. It's actually a car battery hooked up to a wheel. This is then controlled by a remote control that has a switch for forwards, a switch for reverse, and a button for go or acceleration. It sounds pretty simple, but it's actually a very complex and unique skill we learn here at Cheetah Run. Whoever is running the machine, it is their job to communicate to the cheetah exactly what we were looking for in a cheetah run. So we're looking for acceleration out of the gate, beautiful cheetah body positioning, beautiful turns on either end of this habitat. Chi, as of lately, has been showing us that her acceleration out of the gate isn't quite where we would like it to be. So there is a chance today where Joshua, who's running the machine, might be catching that target underneath the rock today. So Chi out here, she will be chasing after a feather lure. It's pretty similar to a cat toy you probably have at home. And what we do when we are changing the criteria or wanting to better our cheetah's runs is we can replicate a cheetah losing its prey out in Africa. So whoever is running the machine, what they'll do is they'll run the machine, they'll hide that feather underneath the rock, and our cheetahs will go back behind the scenes and they'll have another opportunity to run again. This replicates the cheetah losing its prey so that it learns next time maybe I need to run a little bit faster, next time I need to make my turns a little bit sharper. So for Chi today, what we're looking for is we're looking for her to start running by this big bamboo bunch over here, just by the gate, or if it's a little bit easier for you, this little oak tree right here in the front. So she needs to start running by that point right there. We don't want her to come out here and just wander out. She's kind of gotten a little bit slower lately, and we know she's capable of that acceleration and that top speed. If she comes out here and she starts running by that line, she will have a totally normal run. She will do about 1.5 laps to 2.5 laps, and that is all cheetahs have to give. So she has to give us that beautiful cheetah body positioning within that 1.5 to 2 laps. Again, if she comes out and she walks to this bamboo line and maybe walks a little bit further and then starts running, that is when Josh will have the opportunity to catch that feather underneath that lure. But again, she will still get another opportunity to run. So we use what's called positive reinforcement training here. So our runs have a very different motivation than what would be happening out in Africa. Out in Africa, if the cheetah doesn't run for the day, they don't catch their food. If they don't catch their food, they don't eat for the day. Here, all of our animals will always still get 100% of their diet no matter what. So that means even if Chi comes out here and takes a nap in the sun, she still gets all of her diet. That That means if that gate goes up and she comes out here and walks the entire path of this run, she will still get 100% of her diet. She comes out here and does a beautiful run and throws us all out for surprise, she'll get 100% of her diet no matter what. So we want this to be fun and enjoyable for Chi, and that's our job as trainers, is to make every day that our animals spend here with us fun and exciting and enjoyable. We don't want the mundane, we don't want it to be the same every single time. So when Josh is running the machine today, he's going to make it fun and exciting for Chi as well. But it looks like all of our trainers are in position. We want to get Chi out here and let her know that we're excited to see her run. So I have a quick test question for all of you. Are you ready to see a cheetah run? Yeah. All right, that's what we want to hear. That gate will go up whenever Chi is ready. Excellent job by Chi! That was a beautiful run. That is exactly what we were looking for. You saw some of those beautiful turns there on either end of the habitat, and she ran exactly at that point that we were looking for. So now she has caught her well-deserved prize, that bundle of feathers, and Josh is going to approach her and offer her some snacks. They do primarily get a raw red meat mixture out here on the habitat, but we can also offer them some other fun carnivore goodies, such as chicken, steak, bones back behind the scenes. But she can hang out with those feathers for as long as she would like. She might want to go back and double check that they're still there. So cheetahs aren't predators, right? She just worked really hard to get her prey item. Oh, I'm wrong. She's coming up right now. But what we don't want to do is we definitely don't want to steal away the prey item of a cheetah or a large predator. So instead, Josh just had a little conversation with her. He approached her, he gave her lots of snacks as our way of congratulating her and thanking her for doing such an awesome run. And she said, okay, I'll come away from those feathers if it means I get more snacks. You also might see Josh utilizing a touch or a tactile behavior. This is a fully trained behavior. We do not pet our cheetahs here. They are still wild animals. All of our animals, in fact, are still wild animals. The only difference between our animals here at Busch Gardens and the ones out in the wild is the positive reinforcement training and the relationship that we do share with them. Speaking of relationship, that's another really wonderful thing that we can utilize here to reinforce our animals. So me just hanging out here with Chi, that might be more reinforcing to her than a really large meal, especially after she just sprinted really hard. We can also utilize this beautiful sunshine. It feels really nice here, so maybe sunbathing is a lot nicer for Chi right now than a large meal. But we are out here with a 100-pound carnivore, and this is not something we take lightly. This is not a first day on the job type deal. It takes a lot of time building up trust and relationship back behind the scenes for months, if not years, before we're able to come out here and share the same space as our cheetahs. We want to make sure not only does the trainer feel safe and trust the cheetah, but we want our cheetahs to feel safe and trust their trainers as well. And once you have that trusting relationship with the cheetah, it can be really reinforcing just for them to hang out and get that one-on-one undivided attention from their favorite trainers. Now, Chi is actually purring really loudly right now, and I would love for her to be able to share that with you all if she's okay with it. So we're going to give it a shot. All right, I heard a couple of giggles. Did everyone hear that? All right, wonderful. So that's one of my favorite things that cheetahs can share with us. They are actually the largest of the small cat family. So they have a different throat structure that allows them to purr, but they are not able to roar. But that is one of the many ways that makes them very unique and wonderful predators. She's checking to see what those feathers are. Good job. She's a good one. Well, what do y'all think? Not bad for an older lady, right? She did a pretty good run today. That means so much to us that you all came here and fell in love with Chi, and that you maybe learned a fun fact or two that you want to share with your friends and family. Because cheetahs out in Africa, they aren't doing as well as Miss Chi is here. There's actually less than 7,000 cheetahs left on our planet. So to give you all an idea, we typically see more guests here in the park on a normal day than there are cheetahs left in the entire world. So it's by coming here today, falling in love with Chi, sharing this love with your friends and family, you are doing more for this species than you can even imagine, because we tend to want to help and conserve the species that we fall in love with. If you want to help out a little bit extra, you can head to any of our nearest gift shops and round up to the nearest dollar, and that'll go towards helping hundreds of different species, including our beloved cheetahs here. So Chee's real tired. She's making her way on over to Josh, but then we're probably going to get her back behind the scenes so she can get that well-deserved rest and relaxation. If anyone has any questions, please throw up a hand. I would love to hear them. This is our last presentation of the day. We also have a Cheetah Insider Tour. If you would like to come back behind the scenes and meet the rest of our cheetahs, you can book that online on the app as well as at our Serengeti Tour outpost. But we're going to break down our run equipment. We'll have cheetahs out for free time throughout the rest of the day. Want to thank you all for stopping by here today. Enjoy the rest of your day at the park, everybody. Thank you. How many cheetahs do we have? We have 9 cheetahs total that call Busch Gardens home. That is just who is on the grounds currently. They live in 5 separate social groups, so Chi here lives with her sister Nave. That does not include all of the cheetahs that are within our conservation program across the United States as well as across the world. Great question. Any other questions? No? Yeah, I see a hand. How fast do they run? They run up to 60 to 70 miles per hour. So if you drive on the highway or drive on the freeway, they're going as fast as you're going in your car. I'm sorry? Does it change as they age? Nope. So like I mentioned, Chi here is 13 years old, which is pretty old for a cheetah, and our youngest is 4, and they run the same speeds, which is incredible. Yeah, absolutely. Enjoy the rest of your day, everybody.